So, Coach, welcome to the podcast. It's been long coming. I'm happy that we're having it here today.
We did this over 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Even before podcast was a thing.
Yeah.
You and I had several conversations.
Yes.
Podcast style.
Yes.
And, I'm really grateful and thankful. I'm not yet on podcast, but I'm really, really, truly grateful and thankful that I'm having this conversation with you. Podcast on your podcast. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait to get on this. Yeah.
Yes. So, Coach, the year is coming to an end. A lot of people have a ton of anxiety. Some people feel that they had a great year. Some people feel that they didn't have a great year. Talk to us about architecturing a year. Why do people not meet their targets? Is it because they don't have a compelling reason? They don't have a strategy? Or is it a mindset problem?
Wow, this is a very, very loaded question because about a decade ago, I did a research. Consistently, I found out that approximately only 8% of people achieve all their goals year in, year out, and 92% of people fail to achieve their goals year in, year out. And I started to ponder, which means that total success in terms of intentions, in terms of expectations, in terms of aspirations, in terms of dreams, right? We are only operating at max, which means that 92% are suboptimal. And it began to give me concern. So I started a research to find out why 92% of people fail to achieve their goals year in, year out. And I found 10 major reasons, 10 fundamental mistakes that many people make. The very first mistake that people make is that a lot of people set what they call New Year resolutions. It's a major, major problem. There is a difference between a resolution, a goal, and an intention. A resolution is a decision. It's not a goal. A goal is an intention. It's a desire. An intention is the reason why you want that thing, why you desire that thing. And so when you set a resolution, you haven't taken it to the next level, which is a goal, and you haven't taken it yet to the highest level, which is an intention. Are you with me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir, loud and clear.
And so people wish, and wishes are not gold. It says that if wishes were horses, beggars will ride.
Yes, sir.
There's so many people that wish, and a wish is just a whim. Anybody can wish, but goal setting, intention framing is a science. It delivers results. It requires a protocol. And so people set resolutions. They decide, I want to change this. And that is why the first 3 weeks of the year, 50% of resolutions that people set, they give up on it.
Yes, spot on. Spot on.
Second reason is what drives the resolution. It is the season, the copycat spirit.
Oh my God.
People are not doing it because they are being driven by their values. They are not driven by their vision. They are not driven by their purpose. They are not driven by their mission. So there is no inner power. If we quote scriptures, it says, and God is only able to do far exceedingly, abundantly above, which means that God can only intervene in our situation, right? He can supersede our desires by virtue of what we put into it, our thoughts, our imagination.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our words and the power that works from within us. Let's break that down.
Come on now.
Right?
Come on now.
Now. God is only able to do far exceedingly abundantly above that which we ask. A lot of people stay there. Resolution. This is my resolution. So they mouth it. Now, have they thought through it? Have they created a strategy, which is the science of goal setting? Have they created a strategy? Have they visualized it? Have they imagined it? Because everything that exists in two dimensions. It first exists in the intangible, invisible dimension. That is where you form it, in the matrix. Some people call it the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
That invisible dimension of imagination,
The subjective world.
of visualization.
Yes, sir.
Right? That is the womb of creation. The Bible calls it the matrix, the womb of creation. It says that it is the invisible things of this world that influences and creates and manifests the visible things, which means that the things that are seen are not made from the tangible. The things that are seen are created from the intangible matrix realm.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look at their reality and they look at other people's reality. And by virtue of that, they form resolution and wishes. No, it doesn't happen that way. You have to align your thoughts with your imaginations, and then with your intentions, and with your feelings and your passion. That's the power that works within you. Your convictions, your passion, and your feelings. The most powerful force within us.
Oh, it's very powerful.
Now, the third reason is there's no alignment.
That's a very powerful one.
You can't set a goal without eliciting what your core values and your dominant belief systems are.
You taught us this in NLP class.
Call it the triangle of alignment. So very few people have crystallized. Very few people have articulated their vision, their purpose, and aligned it with their goals. Your goals are supposed to be milestones, measurable milestones towards your vision, towards your purpose. There must be that alignment. How many people have aligned that? Now, when you create that trio, then your vision or your goal and your purpose must align with your values and your core beliefs. Then in the spiritual, the soul, and in the physical dimension, there must be alignment. So we're talking about the Trinity of Trinities. So there's the Trinity of Trinities of goal setting. How many people follow that fundamental protocol and principle?
Not a lot of people.
Another problem is this. A lot of people set emotional based goals.
I've never heard of that.
So at the end of the year, the pastor tells you this is going to be the year of whatever it is. 2025 is going to be so do a list and bring it to the altar with a seed. So you're provoked. So you quickly jot something down.
Yeah. In the service.
And you take it to the altar. And you think that God works that way? God says, come, let us reason together. God says that you know his mind is filled with you. The angels in Psalm 8, they says that what is man that God is mindful
of him. Come on, brother.
God is very intentional. God is very deliberate. God thinks through things. And God expects us, if we are created in his image after his likeness, to think through things. That's the difference between us and every other thing in creation. We think through things. The Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you do not think it, you cannot feel it and believe it and manifest it. So if it was a mindless exercise, it is a thoughtless exercise. It is a convictionless exercise and a feelingless exercise. It's only a matter of time that the reality of life will shake you and batter you.
This is so powerful, man.
And distract you.
This is so
such that you are unable to stay focused till the end. Now, a lot of people don't know why they want what they want. That's another mistake that many people. I say to people, the reason why you want what you want, the reason why you do what you do, the reason why you aspire for what you desire is more important than your desire.
This guy said it's power versus force. He looked at, he gave percentages to emotions. joy, pain, guilt, all those ones are low emotion. The guy said one of the highest emotion is reason. Reason. So what you're saying is so spot on. Go ahead, sir.
So let me even break what you're saying down, because people will be wondering reason and emotion. There is a difference between an emotion and a feeling and a mood and a state.
Never heard that.
So emotion is the data. So when something happens in your environment, what happens? You respond or you react. So your biochemicals are activated to put you in a flight, fight, freeze mode, and you react. That is what an emotion is. The Latin word that they derive emotion from is the word motia, to move. You move. You fight, you run away. So it is an entire biochemical system. Once the stimulus is activated, then you react. However, a feeling is the meaning that you give the situation and how it made you feel and react. So meaning is the feeling. And that feeling and the meaning you give it over time is what evolves into a state and a mood. So emotion is short term. Feeling is medium term. State is long term.
Coach, can you break that down in its practical sense? How can somebody watching us right now, listening to us right now, says to us, you know what, I want to be in a state of success. How do I trigger that emotion? How do I sustain the feeling? Can you give someone like a practical way?
So two simple things. Focus on frequency. Focus on frequency. As a man thinks in his heart, so
it becomes,
you think with your head, you feel with your heart.
That's right.
Right? So what are you focused on? What are you focused on? Focus creates blindness.
Oh my God.
So as I'm focused on you now, Paul, I am blind to Fela and Bob Marley behind me.
Oh yeah.
But if I turn around to Fela and Bob Marley behind me, I'm blind to you.
Yes, sir. So
focus creates blindness, and focus influences state. So a lot of people focus on their reality rather than on what they desire.
My goodness.
And so if you focus on the fact that I don't have money in reality, not on what God has promised you, not on what you have visualized, not on what you are meditating upon, not on what you are affirming, your state will be a state of lack of resourcefulness. Your state will be a state of anxiety. Your state will be a state of fear. And you will hold that mood and that state in perpetuity, regardless of what God's promises are, regardless of what you have prayed about, regardless of what you have visualized. Your reality is your focus. Now, we're the only beings in existence that operate and dwell in parallel universes at the same time, meaning that we dwell and operate in this invisible realm and in the physical realm.
Yeah.
If you focus on the physical and the reality of the physical, you have taken yourself out of the domain that creates. And you are feeding that domain with your feelings and your emotions, such that you create a cycle of negativity. However, if you focus on your vision, you stay in a meditative state.
Yes, sir.
You see, the Bible says that when you pray, believe that you have received it.
Come on now.
Then you will have it. So it's not about the reality. It's about that which you have imagined and visualized and desired, and you have believed that you have received, even though it hasn't manifested yet in the physical. So if you now focus on your subject and your object of visualization and how that makes
Aye.
you feel.
Fire.
So you are not setting a goal or an aspiration based on what you want. You are living in the reality, in the matrix, in the intangible dimension of what you are and what you already have. I hope people are getting this. I hope people are getting it. I hope people are getting it. Now, you can choose to live here or live there.
It's a choice.
Yes, it's a choice. You can choose to live here or live there. It says, do not be conformed to
this
the
world.
systems of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Hallelujah.
Renewal means choosing to operate in a different system, with a different protocol, in a different dimension. You are created to operate in the fourth and the third dimension at the same time. The fourth dimension requires that you leave the physical realm and you switch into what we neuroscientists and psychologists call the subconscious. 95% of everything that you do, you can ever do, will ever achieve, is driven by your subconscious. So do you have a relationship with your subconscious?
Come on, brother.
Live out of your subconscious. Do you operate from your subconscious? Have you given dominion to your subconscious or to your conscious?
My God.
And so, let me give you practical examples.
Yes, sir.
So Elijah said there will be no rain for a season and a time.
Yeah.
Yeah? And there was no rain. And then he was about to call back rain.
Mm-hmm.
So they went up the mount with his servant. And he tucked his head between his knees.
Yes.
And he prayed for rain.
Mm-hmm.
His head was already tucked between his knees. And he told his servant to go look out for the rain.
Yes.
Meaning that Elijah had left the physical realm into the spiritual realm of creation. Mm-hmm. He had seen the rain in that realm. He had felt the rain in that realm.
Yes.
He had manifested the rain in that realm.
Yes.
And he said to his servant, I know I hear the sound of an abundance of rain. Even though in the physical, it was not so. Yes. So this helps us break down the physical and the invisible realm of creation. So the servant was already and remained in the physical realm. So the servant went in the physical to look at the clouds and the sky with his physical eyes and could not see it. So he came back to Elijah. Note, Elijah's head was still tucked. So his physical eyes were shut. The servant came back and told his master, Sir, there's no rain. So Elijah says, you do not understand what I am saying. I see the clouds like the hand of a man. His head was tucked in his knees.
Stayed in the state.
He saw with his spiritual eyes, with the eyes of his subconscious. He was still in the state of creating.
Yeah.
He says, go back and check what I'm talking about. By that time between Kairos and Chronos had collapsed and merged. So when you do things in that dimension of creation, especially when you tap into the vision and the promises of God, you are stepping into Kairos, God's appointed time. You know, God does not dwell in time or space. So you are stepping out of time and space into a realm that is timeless and spaceless. Now, between that Kairos realm and the Chronos realm, which is time in chronological order, seconds, minutes, hours, there's a gap. And your intentions, your vision, your feelings, your convictions, your affirmations, and your actions bridges that gap.
Yeah.
You know, the more intense your thoughts, the more intense your visualization, the more intense your meditation, the more intense your feelings, the more intense your belief system, in alignment with your actions, the faster you collapse that gap between Kairos and Chronos.
Man,
Which means that
this is a
you
masterclass.
arrest time. You collapse time, you pause time, you manipulate time, because time is your best friend. Time is the only component, right, that when it's gone, is gone. Which means that you need to be prepared before time comes. So that when time comes, right, you and time will collaborate to manifest the purpose for that time. Because there's a time and a season.
And a season for everything.
For every purpose under heaven. So time is purpose partner.
Oh my God.
If you do not collaborate with purpose and time, you will be operating out of time and purpose.
And it's a very frustrating place to be. Very frustrating
yes,
place
it's
to
the
be.
most frustrating place. And the most fulfilling place is the place where
There's a marriage, there's an alignment.
So all of these are some of the reasons why only 8% of people
achieve
that
goals.
understand this principle, that are very specific with their desires and their dreams and visions. So you must also use the SMART framework.
Yeah.
You must be specific with what you desire.
Yeah.
You cannot be ambiguous. I want more money.
It's not a goal.
It is madness. I want a car is madness.
My goodness, this is deep, man.
Because you are acknowledging that you lack it and it doesn't exist.
Oh my God.
That is a fallacy. Everything already exists. Everything already exists. So when you say want, you are sending a signal to the universe that thing does not exist for you and you do not deserve that thing. Why? Because you don't even understand the first principle of abundance.
It's already here.
Everything already
exists. So this is a very powerful framework.
Now, the universe is not fair. It is just. It gives you what you negotiate. Your currency of negotiation are your thoughts, your perceptions, your imaginations. Oh yes, your convictions, your feelings, and your actions. So what are you negotiating? How are you negotiating?
Let me tell you something. So I was listening to Jeff Bezos this week. He was at a conference in New York. He said that having small, this is the founder of Amazon, $0.3 trillion, personal net worth $200 billion. He said having small goals, you will love this. He said having small goals becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Did you hear that, Coach?
Wow.
They get it.
Wow.
Having small goals, because you know what the guy said? He said, my mind is an Amazon. Amazon forest is endless. Look at the name he called this company, Amazon. They get it. They just get it. Can you speak to that about self-fulfilling prophecies? Yeah.
Paul, right? I've taught and I've trained and certified thousands of.
So guys, he was the one that certified me, guys. You gotta hear that, man. He was my coach, man. I went to his school. I have my certificate from his school.
and you were a great student.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So proud of you. I've trained, I've certified at the level. People exist at different levels. The Bible says that Jesus came down to their level and was able to communicate and articulate, a lot of things at their level, at the level that they could understand. Right?
Yeah.
We exist at different levels. So I've taught goals for so long. Right? But we now need to move to the next level, because goals is the basic level.
Really?
If you are still working towards goals, you are operating at the basic level. These guys are, let me shock you. These guys are working towards growth, not goals. So goals are the means and the format and the framework to measure growth, because growth is difficult to measure. So those guys, he says my mind is an Amazon.
It's an Amazon. Look at that line, bro.
So what he's aspiring for, is to become a big Amazon.
Yes, that's right.
That's his growth aspiration. That's his growth dream.
I don't even know what a lot of people think what an Amazon is. Maybe go and Google the word Amazon first. Then you will get what the guy says when he says my mind is an Amazon.
It's
So
an
go ahead.
Amazon. Yeah. So how do you set Amazon goals? So those guys don't live based on goals. Goals are the means, or a goal is an index by which they measure their growth. They are aspiring and they are being driven for growth. So when you see a Mark Zuckerberg acquiring different platforms,
yes,
you're wondering what the hell is he doing? He's working towards growth.
Yes.
When you see an Elon Musk
doing
SpaceX, doing
Tesla,
you are wondering, they don't align. I mean, what does SpaceX have to do with Tesla going to the moon? And they don't align.
I'm buying Twitter with one check.
You are wondering, what is the correlation? These guys are not looking at what you are looking at. They are looking at growth.
He has put eternity in the hearts of men. He has put eternity in the hearts of men.
And when you stop growing, you start dying. Anything that does not grow is dying. So the only way to live and to live in abundance is growth. Are you with me? The only way to live and to live in abundance is to grow.
Yes.
Jesus was walking past a fig tree.
Hi.
That fig tree, and he cursed it.
Yeah.
And he used it as an example. Anything that is not growing is not fruitful. Anything that is not fruitful is not multiplying. Anything that is not multiplying is not replenishing. Anything that is not replenishing is not subduing. And anything that is not subduing can't take dominion. There are 5 steps to existence. A lot of people want to become successful. Or you must start first to be fruitful. So that entire 5 steps is what I call a growth model. It's a growth model. First, I must be fruitful. My mind must be fruitful. My thoughts must be fruitful.
Yes, sir.
My beliefs must be fruitful. My feelings must be fruitful. My words must be fruitful. My actions must be fruitful, so that my outcomes are fruitful. An outcome is the result of fruitfulness of thoughts, imagination, beliefs, feelings,
oh my God,
decisions and actions. A lot of people want to change their actions and outcomes. They want to change their outcomes. It's impossible without changing protocols.
Let me reverse engineer this. What you're saying is that if you see an outcome that you like, instead of you to just say, oh, this person is successful, maybe you want to ask, how does this person think? How do they feel? How do they, right? Because it is those components that produce that outcome. Right? Now, speaking about that, what's your thought on gratitude? Okay, why is that such a powerful force in combining the thread that runs through all of this? But go ahead, yeah.
I think we should land on this, then we'll go to gratitude.
Great.
So everybody and everything has a success model and a failure model. Everything and everyone has a success model and a failure model. Your success model is opposite your failure model. Now, if you do not do an assessment and an audit of your past, you cannot know what you did to succeed and what caused you to fail. You therefore do not know how to innovate and do things differently. Yeah. That's the essence of learning, having a growth mindset and growing.
Yes.
So modeling is the key to replication of success.
That's right.
So if I see an Anthony Robbins and I see his outcomes, what people do is they will go to his podcast, they will go to his book, They'll go to his products and go and copy they will copy the outcome. Instead of going to his podcast, reading his book, listening to every interview to learn what his success model is.
Yes, sir.
And model his success model.
Yes, sir.
However, creating an authentic version of it. So
that's right.
The very first thing you want to find out that created that book is what thought did he think, and how does he think?
Yes, sir.
What imagination or what idea, what does he visualize? What does he meditate upon daily? What are his habits daily? What state
is he in?
In daily? How does he maintain?
Yes, sir.
State?
Yes, sir.
Exercise,
yes, sir. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Cold plunges.
You know, what beliefs drive him?
He says on Amazon.
What values?
Yes, sir.
Drive his life? How does he make decisions? And what actions does he take? You have to elicit all of that to be able to replicate the outcome. If you do not replicate all of that, you cannot produce the same outcome.
Result. That's right. That's right. This is so.
Now, that's the first thing you want to do. You also want to, because you are also a success. Honestly, everybody is a success. Oh, yeah. Now. You would not know what your own success model is if you do not do an audit of the past. So you would identify 3 things that you have desired, that you have achieved. And then you will ask yourself, what did I visualize and how did I visualize it first? What did I think? What beliefs did I hold? What feelings and states did I hold? What decisions did I make? What actions did I take that created this outcome? What was my own success protocol? If you elicit the 3 things you succeeded in, you will find out one thing. Your success protocol for each of the 3 is the same.
I've never heard this before.
You have a success model.
Never.
So PaulFoh, look at all the things you have succeeded in. No, let's do a practical example. Give me 3 things you've succeeded in the last 3 years.
So when I bought a house.
So you bought
a house, yeah.
A house, yes.
Yes.
Give me another one.
I moved my family to the UK.
Yeah, you moved to the UK, yeah?
Yes, I moved my family. The third one is that I got certain clients I've been visualizing on getting.
All right, clients.
Yes.
Okay. Choice clients.
Yes, choice.
Let's take the first one. Break down 6 steps you took to buy your house.
First
Six
of all,
steps you took.
First of all, I was clear about the house.
Clarity, yes.
Clear about the house. I used to go to the front of the estate of the house and I put my hand on the door to feel it. People didn't know that. I used to feel it. I would feel it, then I would trap that feeling in my mind. Then every day I ensured that we talk about it every day with my wife and kids. Repetition was very key to me. Every single day. Every day. We talk about it every day. Then I write it down every day. It's in my journals. I write it down every day until I collect the keys. I repeat it. I write it down every single day. Then I will always be saying as if I already live in it. I will be saying like I already live in it.
Hold on.
Then I'll be saying like I already live in it.
Fantastic. So let me tell you what your 7 steps are. Number 1 is clarity.
Yes.
So you visualize it and you know exactly what you desire.
Exactly.
Then you create a feeling when you get into that state of what you desire, right? Then you maintain that state.
Oh yeah, maintain it, seriously.
And then you affirm it. Mm-hmm. You write it down.
Every day.
Right? And then you see it. You stay focused on what you see. You say it. You believe it.
Yes.
And then you repeat that process.
Every day. And I add one more thing. I must do something every day that moves me forward to it. Day. I must make a sale. I must, even if it's $1, I will put it in that account. I must generate that action vibe. I will buy the car key. I will buy the house lock. Something.
Step towards.
Every day.
You take action steps towards.
Every day.
Every
no matter how small it is.
All right. So Paul, tell me, when you moved your family to the UK, what were your 7 steps?
It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing I'm telling you.
When,
Like, when I think of
when you got your church clients, what were the steps?
exactly the same thing, really. Exactly the same thing.
There we go.
Exactly
PaulFoh
the same thing.
has a success model.
You just psychoanalyze me, man.
So do you that you are listening to the sound of my voice.
My God, what an episode. Jesus Christ.
Now, let me shock you, Paul. Tell me 2 things that you have failed at in the last 4 years. 2 things you have failed.
Yeah, I can tell you one. Let's tell you one. When I wanted
tell
to
me
come
one.
to the UK first, they didn't give me a visa. They
Alright,
did
so-
not give me that. And I'll tell you why. I was not aligned. My wife didn't want to make that trip. There was no alignment.
So there was no clarity of vision.
There was no clarity of vision. This guy, you're so smart.
Your feelings were everywhere.
Everywhere.
You couldn't maintain one state.
At all.
You were trying to convince your wife, so you couldn't affirm and repeat.
That's it.
You couldn't see it.
That's
you
it.
couldn't say it. You
That's
couldn't
it.
believe it.
That's it.
And it was difficult for you to take the steps that you needed to take in
Spot on.
alignment with your wife.
That's it.
So your failure model is the opposite, direct opposite of your
Yes.
success model.
That's it.
Now, this is one other mistake that people make, that the 92% people, 92% that fail make. They do not use their success model to create the model to achieve their goal. If you do not know your failure model, you may be replicating it, which means that you replicate failure, which is success. So failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. If you do not assess what you need to do right to head north, and you are going west, you are succeeding in the opposite direction.
And you think it's a curse.
You are failing in the direction that you should be going.
And you think it's a curse.
Yes. What should you do instead? Pause, assess, and get the feedback. Analyze your success model. Analyze your failure model. When you go through the science of goal setting, the last step with every coach that I've trained is to help you align the strategies with your success or your failure model. Because if you create a strategy that is not, you see, what we call something your neurological pathway, right? Paul, these 7 steps that you've told me, that's your neurological pathway to success. You don't think it, you just become it.
That's it.
Now, if you do not align a new goal or desire to the already existed neurological pathway, you will struggle, you will procrastinate.
Yes.
You will second guess yourself because
Yes,
it hasn't become habitual.
You know, there's something you taught us on called the ecology of a goal.
Yes.
The ecology of a goal. I don't know if you remember in NLP
Yes,
class,
I
right?
fully,
Great. So when I don't achieve a goal, I realize that there is a breakout in the ecology part of it.
Who else is going to benefit from it? Any goal that you set or any desire you have that you are the only beneficiary, you're not going to follow through.
Yeah.
Your ecology is just not right.
Yeah, it's not just not right.
Yeah. How does it align with a bigger purpose?
Yeah.
How do other people benefit from it?
Yeah.
How does it align with your vision, your values, and your core beliefs, And so let's go to gratitude.
Yeah, let's get gratitude.
Let's go to gratitude. I believe that gratitude is a superpower. Gratitude is a superpower. Gratitude is not an event. Gratitude is a practice. And it's a practice where you acknowledge and appreciate the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes, sir.
It's a practice where you acknowledge and appreciate the big things, the medium-sized things, and the small things. Now, interestingly, gratitude psychologically shifts focus from scarcity and lack to plenty and abundance, from poverty to wealth. Oh my God, from negative to positive. Gratitude is a superpower.
It's very powerful.
One of my colleagues in psychology did a research, and they found out that higher levels of happiness reduce stress, and improve physical health is the outcome of gratitude. My God. So gratitude creates higher levels of happiness, reduced stress.
It does.
Now, and improve physical health. Let me get you to understand the import and the importance of stress. When you are stressed, you can never be productive. You can never be optimal in your performance.
Yes, no way.
And 95% of disease is caused by stress. That is lack of ease, lack of comfort,
Yes.
lack of health and well-being.
Yes.
95% of it is caused by stress.
Yes.
And now there was a Harvard research that reveals that gratitude rewires the brain
My God.
by boosting your dopamine and serotonin levels. So if you want to renew your mind, you have to go into a state of gratitude. And you have to realize that gratitude is a practice, not a one-time event. Now, let me get you to understand this. It is not happiness that brings us to be grateful. It is gratitude that gives us happiness. Oh my God. It is not happiness that brings us to become grateful. It is gratitude that rewards us with happiness. So everybody wants to be happy in their life. Everybody wants to be happy in their life. If you want to be happy in your life, practice gratitude. A lot of top executives, I did a research over 10 years. I studied over 100 of the world's most successful people. Over 100 of the world's most successful people. I have a body of knowledge, and I've elicited 50 secrets of the world's most successful people. One of their secrets is gratitude.
It's such a powerful thing.
The world's most successful people.
It's a very, very powerful thing.
Gratitude is like a mental reset button.
Yeah.
Gratitude is a pause button. Gratitude is a recalibration button. Gratitude helps you regain momentum. Yes. Gratitude has so many tangible benefits. Mental, emotional, spiritual well-being.
Yes, it does. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
It improves your ability to make the right decisions at the right time.
Yeah.
And everything that is the outcome of your life is the outcome of the decisions you make.
Oh my God.
Gratitude increases your level of innovation, creativity, productivity, performance, and profitability. Gratitude is at the heart of improved, meaningful relationships and team dynamics. My God, it is impossible for you to be a great leader without being a gratitude leader. Richard Branson, the founder of
Virgin, yeah.
He emphasizes gratitude as a leadership tool, and he ensures that his entire team live by the fundamental value
of gratitude.
You wanted to say something, Paul?
Yeah, so I do, once in a while, I do this exercise with my children and my wife. I say to the other person, what do you appreciate about this person? What do you appreciate about it? But the moment you do that, you can actually literally feel the atmosphere of the room shift. It is so powerful. Shift. So
gratitude.
It's so. Can you imagine a company telling all its staff to look at each other and say, what do you appreciate about this person? What do you appreciate about this person? All the bickering and the gossip in the office will at least it will dissipate for good.
You know, it's a very, very powerful thing.
It's so powerful.
Let me get you to understand that gratitude.
Let me show you some of my journals, my gratitude journals, so that the audience can see it. These are some of my past journals.
Wow.
Yeah, so I journal. I do a gratitude journal every day. I've done it for 13 years.
No wonder you're succeeding and you're growing.
I do it every single day. I now even decorate my journals.
And that therein lies the fact that it is a practice.
It's a practice. I do it every day.
It's not an event.
I do it every day.
Now, gratitude unlocks the fullness of life.
Yeah.
It turns what we have into, oh my God, something that you have just enough of.
Yeah.
It turns it into much more.
Sorry, coach.
multiplies.
I'm even grateful for the things I didn't get. I even write it down.
Oh my God. Gratitude multiplies.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that gratitude is the highest kind of prayer you can pray?
Jesus did it with the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes.
No. That's how he prayed.
My God.
That was his prayer model. And you cannot be grateful about what you do not appreciate and what you haven't seen.
That you already have.
Come
on, man. Wow.
No. I teach people to practice gratitude and gladness.
I never heard that gladness bit. Tell me more about it.
Oh my God. I'm going to come to gratitude and gladness. But let me get us to understand that gratitude is energy. And the energy of gratitude vibrates at one of the highest frequencies ever. It graduates at the frequency as high as the frequency of love and peace. And it subsumes every other lower frequency. Oh my God. So if you are vibrating at the frequency of gratitude, love, peace, and faith and hope, which the Bible says that those 3 are the greatest.
Yes.
And the most powerful. What the Bible is telling you that remain in a state of gratitude, hope, love, faith, peace.
Yes.
And every other thing, everything will align.
Larry, we have to leave this here. No, we have to leave. I will do you like we did Dr. Willis. We have to do a part 2 of this. We won't give them everything now. No. Larry, you've got programs coming up, please. Which program should my people sign up on like now? Like they say, what can we do to be saved?
Woo! All right. There are a few programs. If you're a coach anywhere in the world, I'm mentoring coaches for 12 months, right? And I'm championing what we call the Afro coaching
model
concept.
Yeah.
And Afro coaching is about integrative coaching. So you become a neuroscience practitioner, a psychodynamic practitioner, a therapist, a coach, and a theologian. Because you know what? You cannot help someone become whole without understanding the spirit, the soul, the body, and the environment and the universe, and how to help them create alignment and wholeness. So I'm championing the cause Afro coaching, which is integrative coaching. So if you want me to mentor you for the next 12 months, sign up for my Catalyst Integrative Coaching Mentoring Program. That's the first thing for coaches, therapists, psychologists, and trainers. The second thing that we've done over the last 10 years is what we call MAP. And it is a 70-day challenge where I'm going to challenge, we usually have 100 people and 120 people that we challenge them to the practice of meditation, affirmation, prayer, and visualization every day for 70 days. And this is the research and the outcome of the research that has come out. If you commit to doing everything that we ask you to do, you exercise, you fast, we do autophagy, we do different types of fast, we meditate, we exercise every day. We meditate every day. We movement. Oh my God, movement. We move every day.
Yeah.
We visualize every day. We pray every day for 70 days. Right. What we found out is people that have committed 100% of it, they achieve 100% of their goals that year. Because we visualize, we help you. You get into a 3-day masterclass where I help you design your whole life. It's part of the program. I help you design your whole life for the next 10 years. We break it down into each year. And then for 70 days, I help you meditate, affirm, pray, visualize, and focus, and become intentional. And then we have what we call the Quantum Manifestation Mastermind Program. And this is 8 weeks of teaching you what I've just taught today, which is how do you operate in parallel universes and create things from the intangible? How do you live out of your subconscious? How do you build a relationship with your subconscious? How do you collaborate with the universe?
Yeah.
How do you work with God to become God?
I'm going to put a link in the show notes of all the things that you have said. I'm going to put a link of your socials and a link to all of these programs. So guys, get those programs.
Awesome.
Click on the link on the Instagram. I'm going to put it in my newsletter as well. This episode is going to change a lot of lives. Larry, I will stop the recording now officially. So click on the subscribe button, guys. Everywhere you're watching this from, on YouTube, click on the subscribe button. On Spotify, click on the subscribe button. On Apple, click on the plus button, which is the follow button. And I'll talk to you soon with another fascinating guest. Larry, let's just a little bit while I stop this.